my axe going to last? That one had a bit of bounce in it. Let's take another. We can build the hunter's lodge straight off the back of this as well, because we've got 6 sticks. But then I've got to also... I'm sure it will require... what do you call it? Straw for the roof and everything else. And that is me overloaded very quickly. What was I going to make? Rabbit traps. In fact, screw the rabbit traps. And let's put a hunter's lodge up. Should we do it right at the back of this? Let's do it like this. We want building. Extraction. Hunting. Hunting lodge. Kind of makes sense to have it further up the hill, doesn't it? Where the stuff to hunt is. But then I don't want to get a situation where we can't fit stuff in anywhere. I did say I was going to make sure this wasn't planned out. Let's see. That'll do. We're going to need all the stuff, aren't we? Yes, we are. I can remember to auto build this time, thanks to you, Kit. Can't believe that. I think I held it down, and because there's a little pause at the end of each swing, I'd assumed it wasn't swinging anymore. Yeah, okay, the auto build, just hold the button down. That's quite nice. So, if we get a hunter's lodge built... Have I just mashed my mallet? Yeah, I have. Oh, hello, little rabbit. I have nothing to go and get him with. And I'm also out of logs. And I'm about to be out of stone axes here as well. Can I get a handful of logs and sticks? Come on. No. Oh, I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Put these up. Wouldn't it be great just to go and actually, you know, find a chunk of land somewhere and just start doing your own thing on it? It would actually be very good. I don't suppose there's many countries left with land freely available. Well, not freely available, you obviously have to buy it. But with enough land available to do stuff like that. Canada, maybe? Parts of the US? Australia? I don't know. I'm in the wrong menu. I want the handcrafting, and we need a load more sticks. Balls. I'm going to have to pick them up off the floor. Has the advantage, I suppose, of tidying the area up a little bit. What did it say I needed? Was it 10? What was that? Plantain? Oh, those little things. Yay, survival level. Right, what do we get? What do we get? Skill up. We can go for a force of nature. 5% slower durability loss of axes. 5% slower durability loss of pickaxes and shovels. I think Master of Destruction, I really like that. But I don't know if I'm going to be knocking down many things now. So I'm going to go for the extraction knowledge and just get more experience gained. I think I should do this and try and max this out as fast as possible. Each level is 5%. Let's go with that. Increase a level, please. I haven't... Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Disappointed. So I want survival knowledge. That's just from picking stuff up off the floor, isn't it? Strong as an oak. 10% more health. Survival sense. Seeing mushrooms, feathers, and herbs in spectator mode. I think that could be very good. If I'm looking for something in particular. I'll pick that and see what it unlocks for the next thing anyway. I'll forego the 5% XP boost for now. Wait, was there another? There is another. What is it? Do I have another point to spend? I can get into these now. Survivalist. Slower loss of food and water, which is nice. Higher alcohol resistance and faster movement in water. I can live with that at the moment. The athlete. And solid as a rock. Less damage received. That could be good. Probably survival knowledge. These are all things you want to unlock at some point, I suppose. So let's go with that. Right. Are we going to craft that axe? And chop some more trees down. This is what these games do tend to become. Tree chopping simulators. Is it still on? It's still there. But it's a very chilled out tree chopping simulator. There we go. Got the sticks. It's just going to be one mass plain of farmland, this. It's going to be great. Pigs, cows, chickens. We're going to have the lot. Oh. Caught it. Right, let's go and see how we're doing. Might as well pick these sticks up as we go. I wish there was like an air of effect, like pickup thing. That'd be nice. And I'm looking forward to getting my weight capacity increased by quite a bit. Oh, I haven't built a hammer. Crap. What do I need for the hammer? Luckily, I've got the logs for it. Come on, keep it going, keep it going. So what do you guys think of this game so far? Does it look like fun? Something you might want to play? It gets... once you get past this sort of initial stage, because there's a lot of resource gathering to have to do, it gets a lot more fun, I think, because you start recruiting staff and you send them off to do the gathering and making things for you, and you just focus on extending the village, maybe trying to marry up couples and signing houses and stuff and managing the settlement and expanding it. Oh, look at that. Our new talent now shows me what's lying on the floor and where. That is... Oh, there's a wooden spear up there. Cool. Must have been in the big moose hunt of 76. You really enjoy it, but it gets very repetitive. I think by the time you'd played through the entire thing once, you'd be ready for a good break from it. But I don't know if they plan to do like DLC or like further updates in the future. At the moment, it feels content-wise similar to what I played, but improved. Hang on, we're gonna have to learn to build a canteen or something. I can see my water level plummeting down. We get that as we go past. Hey Sue, nice to see you. This game looks great. It is good fun. I really enjoyed it last time, and I haven't seen anything to contradict my experience of it, and I've only seen improvements on the early access phase. So far, looks pretty good. There's been some nice graphical improvements I've noticed, and some good quality of life stuff. So, good game, and it's not too expensive either. If anyone's interested, it's available on GOG.com. It's probably available through Steam, I'm sure, as well, if you prefer to buy there. But feel free to use my affiliate link if you fancy getting into it. The one thing that would make this an absolute must-buy for me is if they added multiplayer mode. I don't know if they've got any plans to add that in an expansion or a DLC down the line. I'm going to guess not, but I haven't spoken to the developers or the PR people, so I don't know. But that would definitely make it a go out and buy now game. If you could, a bit like Valheim. I mean, Valheim's managed it, and that's, I think, a lower budget game than this. If you could get your friends playing and building a village together, that would be just awesome. He says about to fell a tree on his own house. You can imagine your mates doing stuff like that. I don't think it matters though. You're in year 6 and it's been about 30 hours so far. How many days per season is that at, Kit? So I set mine to 5, which is just a little bit increased from the starting default. Been looking for more games while we wait for the full release of Baldur's Gate 3. You might check it out. I do recommend this one. What other sort of games are you into, Sue? If you like similar things to Baldur's Gate 3 and Divinity Sin 2, I would recommend Wastelands 3. Different setting, but similar sort of game. Lovely story, plenty of humour, great soundtrack, and that tactical combat that's good in those games. What else is good for that? What else have I played like that? I'm trying to think. 3 days per season, default. Yeah, I was worried that might fly by a little bit too quick, so I increased it. But I don't know. Maybe made a mistake. Oh, nice. Oh, it's a hunter's lodge, this, isn't it? So yeah, it looks pretty cool. Put a log in there. I'm not down to the straw stage already. No, I'm not quite. Oh, I might be, actually. I might get that built. And I'm going to need at least 1 log. Wastelands? Yeah, if you have Game Pass, Wasteland 1, 2, and 3 are currently on Game Pass. For Xbox, I'm assuming for PC as well, but I didn't actually look at that. And they're cheap enough. GOG.com, Steam, they all have them. But Wastelands 3 was really good. Looks nice. Great soundtrack. I had a load of fun playing that. People say it's a bit buggy still. There were a few bugs when I played it. Nothing that stopped me enjoying it, though. What? Pardon? I feel like there's a pig on me. I know there's one here. But that sounded... There is a pig on me. I was right. Get out of it. Dodge. Dodge. This ain't quite working. Haha! It did work. Okay. Bacon's back on the menu, I guess. Oh, wait. No, stop. Interrupt. Dead. End of the Dynasty. We should have an autosave from 14 minutes ago. That's really unlucky. That's really unlucky because I've set the autosave to every 15 minutes. Son of a bitch. 3 days per season kind of makes sense. If each day is like a month, that makes 12 in a year. I see, yeah. Think anymore, you drag out longer while you're waiting for your crops. There is the downside of that, yeah. There is, that is a good point. Let's just go back into the settings. We still have... Had I not even put up the first part of the Hunter's Lodge? Oh, God. That means my stone axe is about to fall down and need repairing. Let's go back into those settings. When's autosave? Yeah, let's just... Oh, it starts off at that. If I'd brought it down one more step, it would have been that. I think we'll go 5 minutes from now on. Also, is there a quick save button? I'm going to guess F5, but... No, I don't see one, actually. This requires dedicated video RAM of 4 gig. Is that for minimum or for maximum? I mean, I'm running on ultra. Yeah, evil boars. Maybe I should build some more spears, I think, in case I get attacked again. I have not seen the news article where a wild boar steals a laptop back from a nudist in Germany. Bag, sorry. Wild boar steals a laptop bag from a nudist in Germany. I would not want to be a nudist running around wild boars. Wild boar are really dangerous creatures. I had a friend in the archery club, and he thought he'd fancy having a go at bow hunting. It's not something I particularly agree with, because most people I know who are archers aren't skilled enough to hit a vital part of an animal and take it down cleanly. And that's the reason I don't agree with it. Well, trophy hunting as well I don't agree with, but that's a separate thing. But anyway, he went on this tour to Hungary, where they'd have a go with compound bows and go hunting wild boar. And the tour guide was packing a 38 special revolver. And someone on the tour said, "Is that for finishing the pigs off?" And he said, "No, mate, it's for putting you out of your misery if you get attacked by one." Yeah, they're seriously dangerous things. They're not to be messed with. They look all sort of cute. There's like Castle Bolton near here, they actually have, well, they're not wild exactly, they're farmed wild boar, but they live in the woods there, behind a fence from visitors. You can go and watch them. And they look all cute with the little babies there and snuffling around looking for roots and stuff. But yeah, they will kill you if you upset them enough. They're dangerous things. Yeah, Hunter Call of the Wild, best hunting game. No need to kill wildlife. I'm not one that believes in trophy hunting. Hunting for food, if that's the only way you can feed your family, yep, no issues with things like that. But killing things because they look like the best example of their species, or just because it would be fun, I don't think there's any need for that. There's hunting for culls. I mean, culling things is not the same as hunting quite, but culling can be an important wildlife management strategy in some species, but that's a separate issue. But killing for the fun of it. You've seen these images where people go hunting bloody giraffes and lions and stuff, endangered species, proudly posing with the dead corpse at their feet as they sit on it with a high-powered rifle. That ain't hunting. It isn't. Shoot photos, not animals. I agree. Yeah, baby wild boars look amazing, don't they, with the little stripes? They really do. Right, so what have we just done? We've leveled up a skill. We were going down this, weren't we? Did I choose... I don't think I chose any of those, but I didn't want to see what it would... Oh, I want to get mules, so... Yes, we will pick one, and we can get that next. So we'll go for a Force of Nature, just so it unlocks the next tier. Oh, I have no points to spend in that. Did the same thing last time, I think. Survival Sense I wanted, so we'll pick that one. And we have an extra point, so we could go further. I'm not too fussed about... I think I'll go for Survival Knowledge and build those up first. That'll be good. Makes them feel manly to shoot farmed lions and giraffe that are unfit. Yes. Then a lot of these things are farmed, like game shooting is a big thing in the UK for the rich and famous. Shooting driven pheasants and grouse. The thing is that like real hunting involves some sort of bushcraft, right? Where you identify your quarry, where it's going, you track it, you sneak up on it, and if you hunt it, there's some risk to yourself or there's some element of skill. Driven game shooting is standing behind a little wall or a little grass butt or something, and having the local peasantry drive flocks of pheasants and grouse towards you while you blast them out of the sky with your £20,000 pair of shotguns. There's no hunting skill. It's no different to going clay pigeon shooting, skeet shooting and stuff. It's something I really disagree with. And the thing is that these aren't wild animals with the wild, wily, sort of hard to get things. These are a mass-reared... Sorry to get a bit preach on you all today, folks. And I used to work in a gun shop as well. My attitudes to these things have changed somewhat over the years. These are like mass-reared flipping... They're basically the gamekeepers of poultry farmers these days. They tame pheasants and stuff. It's yeah, like shooting fish in a barrel. Here he comes. He's coming again. We're going to have to quick load and quick save again. We're going to die. Where is he? Where is he? Ah, let's see if he follows me in here. I think that's beat him. Can I craft something out of this? Handcrafting. I have no logs. Oh, I will have logs, though, because I'll have a load in here, won't I? Let's take 5. Transfer. No, not that many. Transfer 5. You're carrying too much. No doubt. We'll make as many of these as we can, I think. I think hunting overall is more sustainable than mass cattle farming for food, but only if the hunters go for overpopulated species. Yeah, overpopulated species will soon become less overpopulated. But, I mean, there's got to be a balance between sustainability and hunting and everything else. Like, trophy hunting is the opposite of natural selection. You take the best-looking, wonderful specimen of that species and kill it, rather than the weaker ones that you might want removing from the gene pool. Things with, like, I don't know, deformities or weaknesses and stuff like that. But how did I get to edit the roof again? You go into... I'll just make some more of these spears. Hang on a sec. I'm in the wrong thing here. Can we make more than one? Yes, we can. Craft more. Max F. So you put your mallet on. You're in build mode. Just point at the roof and right-click it, I think. I think that's how I did it. I'll take a look at mine. Most hunting on game preserves in Africa are done on preserves and done as part of careful management practices. Charge tens of thousands of pounds for the hunt, which money is used for preservation efforts to support the local economy. It's the poachers are dangerous. I totally agree, Les. Poaching of things like elephants and rhinos is a major risk. Right, let's see. It was 8. And then right-click. Yeah, right-click. Ooh, it wasn't that. Building, maybe? How did I do it? How did I get it up? Did I have to do it before it was finished? Maybe it was before it was finished. Maybe I had to do it before it was finished. So if you make a shorter list would be the places Mark hasn't worked. I have worked in a lot of things, actually. Huh. I don't know. I shall try on the hunting lodge and see if that makes a difference when we go to put it up then. Is that damn thing gone? Are we ready for him? Do I have any spears? Where's the one spear? No, that one, please. I think it was edit when it wasn't finished. I think that was the thing. Should I clear the ground of pigs before I get involved in building? Thing is, I think I've got so much meat and stuff on us now. Headshot! It's an angry piggy. There we go. Where's that spear gone? They take a fair chunk out of you when they connect these things. But you're right about mass agricultural cattle farming and stuff like that. It's not been... when it's on an industrial scale, it's not very sustainable if they're having to chop down the rainforest to produce... or to use land to produce cattle feed for it. So there are better ways and far more sustainable ways, and I think that's what we have to move towards for the environment and for everything else as well. Some people say that the only way forward is to become vegan. It's a way forward. I don't think it's the only way forward, necessarily the best way forward. But definitely, I think eating less meat. I think is probably better for the planet going forward, and focusing on better quality meat. And if you have to have just not eat chicken nuggets and rubbish hamburgers, but have like better quality cuts that you'd pay a bit more for, but have less often, then I think that's probably going to be the way humanity has to go. I think, unless we find some other solution. What's the game Greedfall? The Greedfall it's a pretty good adventure game. It combats a little bit like it's not quite like Witcher 3. People say the combat's a bit like Dark Souls. It's not as frustrating as that. It's pretty good. It's an interesting story. It is a very dry game to play, in that everything is bad news and sad news and depressing, and there's not really a happy outcome to anything. And there's no humour. There's absolutely no humour in the game whatsoever. But it's still pretty good. It's a good story. I like the combat. Lots of different builds available. And it keeps you going to try and... Well, it kept me going, so I wanted to see what happened at the end. So it's one I enjoyed. I think I rated about 7 out of 10. 3D printing meat. That's the way to go. We need replicators. That's it. That's what we need. Earl Grey, tea, hot, or whatever he said. Right, I was going to craft, for the second time, a hunting lodge. I don't have enough logs. How am I overloaded, but still don't have enough logs? What am I carrying? Also going to starve in a minute, or get a bit thirsty. Greedfall had a great story. The NPCs had a lot of repetitive lines. Can't remember the NPC lines. I do remember it being... I think there was even a... Was there even a love scene? That even that turned out to be quite sort of... everyone was unhappy afterwards. I can't remember. There... Well, I must be carrying something heavy. There's a lot of roasted meat. Sticks. I've got 58. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to use them pretty soon, though. Let's see. Let's come out of that. Let's eat some of this meat. Everything's starting to go off a little bit here. I'm going to have to... Let's get rid of that for a start. But it's this roasted meat. This old roasted meat which needs using up. I should sell the rest. I think I've said I was going to sell the rest. Let's cook the new stuff as well. Off the new pig. I might have some leather, actually. Can we light that up? There we go. Let's craft all that. Sorry if I missed any messages, by the way. You broke it and then it gives you the edit roof? Good. So that's how you do it. You have to do it when it's still not finished. I've had the 2 meatless meats. Which meatless meats? Like corn and stuff like that. Beyond Meat and the other one. I don't think I've come across those. I think I have tried various non-meat meat products, if that makes sense. Some are really nice. I had some like... and this is the issue I have with them. They were like supposed to be like chicken nuggets, but meat-free ones. And I think what... I can see why they do it. They make like a meat-free steak, right? They make a product out of plant material that's supposed to resemble and taste and have the texture of a steak. Because they want to encourage people who not only eat meat, but eat meat and don't try these, to try them. So they say, hey, try this, it's an alternative. I can see why they do it. But I think that they need to really just sell these things and make these things on the merits of it. This is like a plant-based diet. This is why we're going to make it look and taste like, try it like this. Because by trying to emulate meat, I don't think they're being, with a lot of things, they're not being very successful. And you end up with something that's supposed to be a steak that doesn't taste like a steak and doesn't have the texture of one. And instead, I'm sure they could just make that into a tastier plant, whatever they want to call it, I don't know. But rather than trying to emulate the chicken and the beef and the whole lot of things. That's what I think. Some of those are really nice, though. I do like them.